Hello, 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 divas, diamonds, and dolls. Let's talk today about I'm in a relationship, Momma Gail. Do I let go? Do I hold on? And how do I know the difference? Let's go straight to the when to let go. Let go when that joker put his hands on you. The first time, if he put his hands on, if he pushes you too hard, if he raises his voice to a place where you get frightened, let him go. If he speaks to you in a manner, a tone that is not endearing, let him go. And I don't mean being a masculine man who speaks in authority and just tells you no. Oh, he hurt my feelings. He told me no, this, that, and the other. No, I'm not talking about that. I am talking about someone who frightens and scares and says something to you that you know. For instance, I heard a young lady, she was talking in a conversation around, and I jumped right in. Of course, she says to that her man told her, I'm gonna kill you if you ever try to leave me. I'll kill you before I see you with somebody else. That's not cute. That is abuse. And if you need to take him at his word, if he threatened you and told you that he's going to kill you, that's not cute. That's not endearing. Oh, he loves me, he's going to kill me if I try to leave him. What's going to happen when you really need to leave him? When he busts you in the head with something, abuses you in a sense, and then you try to leave him doing the right thing, and he decides he's going to kill you, and he does it. Then what? But you knew the signs and said, but anywho, if he physically abuses you, if he verbally abuses you, if he emotionally plays with your feelings, that's abuse. I don't care what kind of abuse. If he is abusing you, that's a reason to let the joker go. If he ghosts you and comes back and he ghosts you again, which I don't know why you would let him come back after he ghosted you the first time, but some people give it another try, and he ghosts you again and you don't hear from him, point blank period, let that joker go. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you're in your feelings, but you're going to have to get over, brother man, because if you don't, you're only going to do more damage to yourself by holding on to somebody who does not want you. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure. If a man wants you, you're going to know that he wants you. And as soon as he gets somebody that he wants, he's going to show you just how quick he does not want you, and just how quick he's ready to commit with somebody that he does want. Because he's going to call her. He's going to keep in touch with her. He's going to spend time with her. He's going to invest in her. He's not going to ghost her. And he's not going to breadcrumb her, which is the next point. If a brother is breadcrumbing you and he only wants to see you after your menstrual cycle when you're the horniest, if he only wants to see you once a month, every 3 weeks, or whatever, if he is breadcrumbing you, springing you along, giving you enough just to hold on to, but not giving you any type of real conversation outside of a text message or something of that nature, not spending any time doing anything with you, he does not want you. He's breadcrumbing you. You're a booty call, and he's calling you whenever he has spare time. Whenever his hormones are enraged and old girl is on her cycle and he needs to do his thing, release, you let that joker go. We get emotionally caught up and tied up in these gentlemen who don't want us, and all the signs are there, but we're in a relationship that they are not in. Now, when do you hold on? If you have a gentleman who he may lie, you lie too. But if you sit and you talk and you're willing to work things out, you don't just get rid of him because of the first reason. Oh, he lied to me. Young ladies, people lie every day, and so do you. You cannot expect the Cinderella fairy tale of this perfect gentleman coming along and making you feel like Cinderella when you lie too. You're not perfect either, but you want perfection from a gentleman. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I'm trying to be real talk. Stop letting gentlemen go, good men go, because of the simplest little things. You saw your mother and your grandmother go through things, so now you have this wall up. I'm not going to go through what mama and grandmama and them went through. Of course you're not. This is a new generation. We don't take what was taken back then, and you don't have to. But in the same token, when you put a standard, a wall, a gate, a fence, a guard up, you are expecting these things, and then whenever something happens, the first thing you say is, this joker got to go, without even giving him the benefit of the doubt. All people aren't the same. People make mistakes. We live in a generation where people don't accept I'm sorry anymore. You make one mistake and you're out the door. No, and this is why you can't get your blessing. Feminine or not, this is why you're single. You throw away good men because of what you saw the housewives and the haves and have-nots, and a similar scenario happened to you that happened on TV, on a reality show where people are getting paid to be dramatic. And because you had a similar situation, you let old boy go. He's a good guy. He made a mistake. Mistakes are not accepted. I'm sorry is not accepted. Excuses are not accepted anymore. Instead of people working on relationships, there is no two people that's going to come together and be perfect and stay perfect for each other. Even if you start off perfect in a relationship, by the time you get further invested in the relationship, you're going to see each other's flaws. Unless you have a fake relationship, you're going to see each other's imperfections. You're going to see things that you don't like. You're going to sleep together, live together, things of that nature. There are going to be things about each other that has to be accepted and compromised. Otherwise, you're going to let him go on to the next, and you are going to be lonely. Because one thing about a gentleman, he'll move on faster than a woman will. Women hold on to the scent of a man, to the memories of the way that he sexed me, the way that he made me feel, how he touched me, and things of that nature. And you're still holding on to these memories when the gentleman has gone on and moved on and on to the next scent, and on to sexing the next girl, and on to making new memories with the new chick. Because we don't want to hold on. And I'm not saying hold on and allow somebody to abuse you, to cheat on you, to make a fool out of you, and things of that nature. Relationship takes two people, not just one. And if you are in the relationship where you are doing all the work, it's not a relationship. Two people. You let go of anything and anybody that's stressing you, that's not working with you to make the relationship work. If you were doing all of the work, it's not a relationship. I know I just said that, but it needed to be repeated. Mama and them had some good qualities about holding on to their men. They were married to these men. And the same thing that applies for a single woman does not apply for a married woman. Because a married woman, if she wants her marriage, she fights for her marriage, hold on to her marriage, regardless to what. I have friends who they have stepchildren who their husband had out of in their marriage. While they were married 20, 30 years, they have a 17, 18, 20-year-old stepchild, his child, by another woman. But because she chose to fight for her marriage, it's her choice. Marriage gets better with time. The child didn't ask to be here, and she's going to hold on to her marriage, so what does she do? But anywho, you may be saying, oh, she's stupid. No, she still has her husband. They're in a committed, faithful relationship. He did some things back then that they went to counseling and got help for. while you're still single and judging and calling her stupid. But anywho, stop giving away these gentlemen, throwing them away because of also what your girlfriends say. Oh, I know them signs. I seen that before. I went through that with Raheem. You was there, you know. You seen what I went through with him. Don't take his junk. Let him go. F him. Forget him. This, that, and the other. No, you have to learn how to cipher, to look into your relationship, to know what type of relationship you're in. Learn how to forgive. There's no forgiveness on the earth. There's no room for mistakes anymore. Learn how to accept a mistake and say, how are we going to work this out, baby? Baby, I love you. I don't want to let go. But if you continue with this behavior, we are not going to continue on in a relationship, and I'll let you go without a problem because I'm a good woman and I know I could get another man. But in the same token, make sure that he is investing in doing what he needs to do to make the relationship work also. As I keep saying, a relationship is not one-sided. It takes two people to make a relationship work. And if he comes to you and says, baby, I'm sorry, I love you so much, I made a mistake, let me fix this. How can I fix this? I'll never do this again. There are some relationships and some gentlemen who genuinely will come to you and mean what they say. And young ladies, I love our young ladies, 20, 25, in that little age range. People are making mistakes. Gentlemen are making mistakes. You are still making mistakes. You are still learning. And you're giving up on these gentlemen because he lied to you. Or he looked at another girl while we was together. Oh, we went shopping and I think he gay. Oh, he's this, he's that. This, that, and other. Without any type of evidence. Because of something somebody else said. Somebody told you that they saw a sign in him. With all of this jealousy and envy and things of that nature amongst friends, you're listening to what somebody else says instead of investing and holding on to your relationship until you see the signs, until you see that you need to let go, until you come up with, this is not going to work. I'm not going to invest in this. I'm not going to waste my time in this. And you make the choice. Hold on. And not come around later on, why can't I get a man? You can't get a man because you keep throwing them away. You can't get a man because you keep letting somebody else influence your relationships. You can't keep a man. You can't keep him because of what happened to mom and them, and you see the signs and you're not going to let it happen to you, the wall, the fence that you have up. Now, like I said, if he's abusive in any way, shape, form, or fashion, he's got to go. If he's ghosting, he's got to go. If he's breadcrumbing, he's got to go. We've been through all of that. If he's not good for your emotions, if he's carrying baggage, and he's messed up in his head and in his mind and saying deranged things like, oh, if you leave me, I'm going to kill you. He means that. If he puts his hand, or he doesn't love you if he puts his hand on you, or he beat me so he loved me. Are you stupid? And I'm not being condescending. I'm being serious. Real talk. He is not your parent. Your parents, if they whooped you as a child, it was because they loved you to bring correction. Hopefully. Nobody puts their hands, their fists, their anything on anybody else. You're not a possession. You're not a piece of furniture that he possesses. I don't care if he's married to you. If he's abusing you, he has to go. There are ways to get out of abusive relationships. Call a hotline. They will help you to get away. Nobody should have to stay in any type of abusive relationship. When do you leave? When you make the choice. When you decide. When it's emotionally messed up, when somebody's physically abusing you and things of that nature, when it's not good for your health, not because somebody else told you. You see the signs of something else. You're throwing away these good men. That's when you walk away, when it's not healthy. When you love you and you don't feel like you are being treated the way that you know you deserve to be treated. That's when you walk away. You hold on and you fight for and in what you've invested in and what's investing in you, and you know that this could work because neither one of us are perfect. You made this mistake, but let's not make it again. Let's move on from here. You know the difference because it hurts when you need to let go. You're afraid, but you have to let go. It hurts when you have to hold on, but you know that there's a brighter future. There's better coming. We're going to work this thing out. And at least if it doesn't work, at least we tried. Then you let him go. Because you know you've done your best to make it work. It's a rant, but this is real talk. Stop throwing these men away just like something you just discard just because of the generation that we live in, just because men are available. And then you get a dog and you get somebody who's running around and running rampant and doing his thing and whatever, when you had a good guy but you let him go. We learn from trial and error. That was the point I was going to make to the 20-25-year-olds too. We learn from trial and error. People are they making mistakes. You are making mistakes. Gentlemen are making mistakes because he thinks somebody else is prettier over here, or he thinks somebody else is, the grass is greener on this side, but you see potential in him. You see where he's going. You see the greatness is in him. You know that he didn't come from a messed up family and he's a good guy and this, that, and the other. Give him the liberty to make a mistake, to come back, and then you guys try to fix it. Instead of just throwing him now. Anywho, this is Femininity with Momma Gail. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a blessed and prosperous day, divas, diamonds, and dolls. I hope you enjoy this little real talk rant.